bunch of the boys were whopping it up in the Malamute saloon, and the kid that handled the music box was hitting the ragtime tune, while back at the bar in the solo game sat dangerous Dan McGrew, and watching his look was his right of love, the lady that's known as me. But out of the night there was 50 below, and into the din and the glare there stumbled a miner fresh from the creeks, dog dirty, and loaded for bear. Now he seemed like a man with one foot in the grave and scarcely the strength of a louse, yet he tilted a potful of dust on the bar and called for a drink for the house. There was none could place the stranger's face. We searched ourselves for a clue, yet we drank his health. The last to drink was dangerous Dan McGrew. There are men who sometimes just grip your eyes and hold them hard like a spell, and such was he, and he looked to me like a man who had come from hell, with that face most hair and the dreary stare of a dog whose day is done. He watered green stuff in a glass, and the drops fell one by one, and I got to figuring who he was, and I wondered what he'd do. I turned my head and there watching him was the lady. His eyes went rubbering round the room, and he seemed in a kind of daze, till at last that old piano fell in the way of his wandering gaze. The ragtime kid was having a drink. There was no one else on the stool, so the stranger stumbled across the room and flopped down there like a fool. In a buckskin shirt, all glazed with dust, he sat, and I saw him sway, but then he clasped those keys with his taloned hand. My God, were you ever out on the great alone when the moon was awful clear, and the icy mountains hung you in with the silence you most could hear? With only the howl of a timber wolf, you're camped there in the cold, a half-crazed thing in a stark-dead world, dream mad for that muck called gold. While high overhead, green, yellow and red, the north lights sweeping bars, and then you were hunched at the music note, hungry and lights and stars, hungry, not of the belly kind, that's banished with bacon and beans, but that gnawing hunger of a lonely man, for a home and all that it means. A fireside far from the caves that are, 4 walls and a roof above, yet oh so crammed of cozy joy and crown, with a woman's love, a woman dearer than all the world, yet through his heaven through. My God, how ghastly she looks through the room, the lady of the snows. All of a sudden the music changed, so soft that you scarce could hear, and you felt that your life had been looted clean of all that it once held dear, that someone had stolen the woman you loved, that her love was a devil's lie, and your guts were gone, and the best for you was to crawl away and die. 'Twas the crowning cry of a heart's despair, and it killed you through and through. I guess I'll make it a spread, said dangerous Dan. The music almost died away, but then it burst like a pent-up flood, and it seemed to say, repay, repay, and my eyes were blind with blood, and the thought came back of an ancient wrong, and it stung like a frozen lash, and the lust awoke, to kill, to kill. Then the music stopped with a crash, and the stranger turned, and his eyes, they burned in the most peculiar way. In that buckskin shirt all glazed with dirt, he sat, and I saw him sway, but then his lips went in a kind of grin. He spoke, his voice was calm, and hey boy, said he, you don't know me, and none of you care a damn, but I want to state, and my words are straight, and I'll bet this poke their crew, one man here is a hound of hell, and that man is Dan McGrew. The lights went out, I ducked my head, 2 guns blazed in the dark, a woman screamed and the lights came up, 2 men lay stiff and stark, there pitched on his head, and pumped full of lead was dangerous Dan McGrew, while the man from the creeks lay clutched to the breast of the lady that's known as Lou. Now, these are a few simple facts of the case, and I guess I ought to know. They say the stranger was crazed with hooch. No, I'm not denying that's so, but then I'm not so wise as you lawyer guys, but strictly between us two, the woman who kissed him and then pinched his poke was the lady that's known as Lou.